Hey, 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 happy Wednesday. How you doing? I hope you are well and I hope you are good. How are you? How is it going? Hey, hello, how you doing? Look at that, straight in. Oh yeah, oh yeah. So yeah, have you been? How's your week been? It's another weekly check-in. It's another Wednesday. I mean, can you believe it comes round so fast? Like seriously, it's Wednesday again. I hope you've been busy. I hope you've been creative. And if you haven't, well, now is your opportunity. This hour or hour and a half is dedicated, is here for you to get yourself in the creative zone, whether you like drawing, painting, crochet, anything, whatever you like, cooking, whatever you do that's creative that you love. I hope that you can switch me on every week and say, right, this is the bit when I put Leona on, and this is the bit where I start doing my thing. Like, I'm getting in my zone. Here I am. I'm saying like a stock for you. Oh, thank you. I was like on the Instagram live. I usually do an Instagram live beforehand just to be like, hey, how's it going? And then it just took ages to load. And then I'm like, oh my God, it's 2 minutes past already. But we're here, it's happening. Let me know if you can hear the music. Let me know if it's too loud. Hey Susan, how you doing? Happy Wednesday. How's it going? So yeah, I've got all the things. I'm making potato cakes. Oh, I love a potato cake. Hold on, I'm going to put it down a little bit. I love a potato cake. Oh yeah. Make one for me. Send it over. Can you imagine if you did send it over? It come all like frazzled. Well, it just probably got deteriorated in the post. So yeah, this is your creative time. That's why I do these streams every week, is to give you some dedicated time to come to your creativity, because we all have loads of things going on in our lives and we all have things to do, and we all need to realize that if you want to do anything creative, you have to put it in your schedule. It's all very well to want to do things and have these ideas in your head, but if you don't schedule the time in to actually do them, they're not going to happen, right? So I'm here to give you this time to be like, now's your time, now's your moment. I'm not going to stop doing these. I'm going to be here. So all you got to do is show up. Shoves potato cakes through the computer screen. Love it. So yeah, I'm starting a new painting today, which is really exciting. So I'm going to tell you all about that. We are going to talk all about primary colours, and I'm going to read from the book again. Now we're coming to the end of the colours in this book now, so I'm going to have to think of another thing to kind of round the stream up, which would be really nice. Oh, hold on. Okay. Skip ad. So yeah, let me know if you've got any suggestions, because we've been reading from this book, which has been really fabulous, and we've been talking about all these different colours every week, but it'd be really nice to have another way to end the stream, like another thing to kind of have chunks near the end of the stream. So let me know if you can think of any ideas, anything that you want me to do in particular, anything that you feel like that'd be really inspiring for you. Just let me know and I shall consider it. But yeah, so that's kind of like the schedule for most of the streams. It's like a few minutes chit chat, 10 minutes sort of introduction, then I kind of do some painting for about half an hour or so, and then we talk from the book. That's the current schedule of the streams, but it's, you know, we like a bit of change. Oh, and before I start talking about the painting that I'm doing today, I finished my painting here, which I'm so excited. This is the thing to talk about first. I'm going to show you because I'm so happy with it. This is... Can I get my head in it as well? Yeah, there you go. So this is Clarity. I'm super happy with it. It came out pretty much how I envisaged. Pretty much how I envisaged it would be. I thought it was going to be a little bit more crystal-like, but it turned out to be a bit more kind of glassy with all these kind of like opaque bits. I used a mixture between acrylic and gouache paint. And yeah, I'm really happy with it. I particularly really love the central part, which might be really good to show you on this one. If I show you here, you might be able to see it a little bit kind of clearer, like with all the little sort of sparks coming out of it and stuff. I really am happy with it. So it just shows you, if you're clear on your vision, if you like want to create a piece of artwork, give it a little sketch. Like if you've got something in your mind, like try and really focus on it. So every day, if you can, every day at your desired time in the day, try and imagine what you want an artwork to look like and keep holding the vision. My favorite saying is hold the vision, trust the process, which is in the beginning of my coloring book. Because if you hold the vision in your mind and you keep thinking about it, then start drawing it and just kind of make it into a reality. That is the amazing thing about life, is making your dreams and your imagination into reality. I mean, I can't think of anything like kind of more amazing than that, like in life, right? My daughter thinks your painting is pretty too. Thank you, darling. Thank you. Hello and welcome and thank you. Oh, hold on. Oh, there's so many ads today. It's only been 6 minutes and that's like 3 ads already. I might have to change the music. So yeah, hold the vision as much as you can. Hold the vision, and then the process will unfold, and then obviously you got to trust the process as the process unfolds over time. But this one is kind of something that I've wanted to do for quite a long time, and it's taken me some different paintings. It looks really simple, but often it's like the simplicity that you want to go for. Like art, as you guys know, we got artists in the room. It's all about editing out things. And often when you first start art, which I first started when I was a teenager, and I'm 41 now. When I first started, you know, I would chuck everything on. And what you learn in time is just to take things away. And then you kind of end up with something that's like more powerful. And I think this is really powerful. So I'm really happy with it. So I'm happy to like share that with you guys. The journey of creating art. I found your portrait drawing tutorial on the artist resource really helpful. Susan, I'm so glad you've done it. That's amazing. Yay. Thank you for letting me know. So the Online Art Academy artist resource, I've been teaching for like 12 years. My business is in its 10th year this year, so I'm so excited about that. I'm gonna have to do something special when it comes up to the actual 10th anniversary. But during the lockdown, I created an online academy where I've basically been putting my lessons gradually into it, like from 10 years. So I've got a lot of lessons to film and put in there. There's about 75 lessons in there so far. They're all suitable for beginners. There's drawing, painting, there's collage, there's kind of like classic things, classic art projects, but then really unique things that are only unique to me. And I want that to be that space where it's like super unique to me. So you get like a unique experience that you can't get anywhere else. You can't go to any other website and get the experience that you get from the Art Academy, because it's not actually just classes. You also get free music, you get free motivational videos that help you become an artist. There's a lot of stuff in there. So I'm so glad that you're finding it useful, Susan. That's amazing. Hey Joseph, how you doing? Welcome. Looks like something from Tron. It's all happening. Every week I bring you a different backdrop with all my projections. So it's all going on. So I hope you enjoy all that throughout the stream. Halo, you need to leave me a review. That's true. You need to get yourself in there and start enjoying it as well. So I'm going to have to change the music because there's like about 1 million ads. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this music on instead, which is by Zach. We'll put this on. We'll switch that one off. And there we go. And we'll have some like chilled vibes. I wanted to put a bit of hand pan on, but let's get this going on, so we'll get some volume happening as well. So how have you been? Let me know how your week's been and all that good stuff. So yeah, all right, so yeah, it's all been happening. So that's my painting, that's that. So today I just finished a huge client project that I've been on for over a month. Well done, sweetie. Don't you just love that feeling of completion? Oh my gosh. When I'm doing my Mosaic commissions, when I finish it, it feels so good. It's like, yeah. Those ones that take a long time are always the ones that like feel the best when it's finished. Because it's like, like mosaics, they take a long time. So it's like the dedication, the control, the patience, the perseverance. And then you finish and you're like, yes. So Jan, how you doing? Happy Wednesday. Lovely to have you. How have you been? I haven't seen you for ages. I like the spooky face you posted on Facebook. Oh, do you? Is this the spooky face? Is this it? This is available on the Academy as part of all the self-portrait projects. There's one on proportion, one on drawing, one on shading, and one on collage, which is really fun. Yeah, I was sharing that around the place, saying about the March classes, because that is what the March classes are, which is super cool. So, yeah, anyway, why don't we talk about today? So today I'm going to be starting this artwork here. So I'll be going over to here for about half an hour or so. And doing this, I've quickly sketched it out so it's all ready and all prepared, but basically it's this one here. Can you guess the artist? Now we've got a few solid artists in the chat already, so who can get, you should probably be able to guess this one, right? Because it's a pretty classic artist. Let me know if you can guess it. It's a Fauvist artwork. I love Fauvist artwork because it's so colourful. Like, hello, like they were some of the first artists to be like, I'm not gonna paint the way like the world looks, I'm gonna paint the world from my imagination. And I just love that so much. I love that whole concept of just getting in there and going for it. And this particular artist, when he came over from France, there's a clue, he painted a famous painting called Charing Cross Bridge, which is actually available. The lesson is already available in my academy for the Charing Cross Bridge painting. And he was sitting in London back in the 1900s. You would get covered in soot because of the industry around in London within 10 minutes of being outside. So he was sitting there practically getting covered in soot, so getting like covered in ash and smoke, while painting Charing Cross Bridge in beautiful reds and blues. Oh my god, it's such a gorgeous painting. So yeah, so this is the same artist as that, if that gives you any clue. Good, thanks, been crazy busy. Happy Wednesday, Sajad, lovely to have you. Yes it is, it's Andre Duran. Well done. Love the fauve so much. Expressionist colour, that's how I paint. Yeah, do you know what I mean? It's all about colour. And if you know anything about me, I love to choose paintings to teach to people that are really super bright and colourful, because if you can't get super bright and colourful in life, I don't know, like in painting where you can really get super colourful, you can colour your whole walls, you can colour yourself in beautiful amazing colours, and paintings is just another way of like releasing all that colour and getting all that expression out. So I love to choose super colourful paintings. So this is one I'm going to be teaching coming up, and I probably will put this one in the academy, we'll see, because what I like to do is kind of test out projects on the stream, and if they're like, I think they're super easy and super successful, then I will put them in the academy. That's for new ones, but obviously I've got so many old projects to put in the academy. It's going to take me quite a long time to get them all in there. But I get all excited about new things. So I don't really want to go back over my old projects. I want to be like, yeah, I want to do new things. So I'm always on the lookout for new things. Even though this painting is 100 years old. It's so beautiful. I love it. Let me know what you think about this painting. This painting actually was painted in France, actually. And it's interesting, if you've ever been to France, you often see this. So obviously this is like a kind of almost like a roundabout that kind of dips down, and you can see there's like children playing and stuff like that. And if you've ever been to France, you see this quite a lot, where they have these kind of like really deep sort of cutouts by the side of roads, which are often then stacked with either buildings, or they clear it out and they use it as playgrounds. And I can visually recall having seen something like this before when I've been to France. And just the colour just gets me going. Like, I don't really know what else to say about it apart from like just the colour is all happening. So I'm going to be doing a little bit of this. I'm going to be starting it off, giving it a go. As you can see, I've already kind of sketched it out. I'll tell you what, I'm going to put this over here. I've already sketched it out. I'll put that over there. I've left out some of the people at the bottom because I'm not sure. I might add some more things. What's quite fun to do with paintings is to sort of add your own little thing to it. And this is whenever I do like in-person classes and like Zoom classes and things like that, and I teach specific paintings, I love to give my students elements where they can add their own thing to the painting. So with this painting, I'm going to leave some things off so that when I teach it, I can say you can put your own thing down here. So that's going to be super cool. No, you're right. It's Andre Duran. You were correct. It could be Kandinsky. It's got that sort of similar vibe. After I'm done frying these potato cakes, I'm going to finish that blue painting. Yeah, so we had our March Zoom class, didn't we, where we talked all about blue and we made a blue artwork. And next month's going to be yellow. So if you want to join us, it's free for members. It's £7 otherwise. And you can go to artistresource.co.uk/adults art classes online with hyphens in the middle. Camellia, how are you? Welcome. How are you? Happy Wednesday. Haven't seen you for a bit. How's life? You doing well? Look, I finished my painting. Look, there. I finished it. So happy. It's called Clarity. Super happy with it. So I'm starting a new painting today. This is a famous artist's work. And we're going to be doing this one today. So I'm going to be doing this for about half an hour, and then we'll do talking about the colour and all that. Oh, incidentally, the colour we're going to talk about today is brown. All right. And I know I'm not painting brown, and I don't have brown on, and there's nothing really brown in the background. But we're talking about brown because we haven't talked about it yet. And I love brown. I often like to use brown or wear brown instead of black. So we're going to talk about brown, the different browns and all that. So if you've got an interesting brown story, tell me all about it. I want to know. All right. We're going to be talking about brown generally. Hello, hi Anjali, how you doing? How's it going, sweetie? I'm a person. Hi Emma, welcome. How you doing? How you been? I hope you're well. I hope you're good. And if you're not feeling so great, I hope you do by the end of the stream. You know, these are my intentions, giving you all the good vibes, helping you getting back in the creative zone, giving you some colour, giving you some inspiration. Do you know what I mean? This is the intention of every week. So I hope you get that. Brown is beautiful. We're doing brown today. Brown is the colour. I'm not painting brown, but brown is the colour. So let me know your beautiful brown stories if you've got any. I think of brown, I think of earthy tones, I think of warmth, I think of like wood, I think of like just feeling like connected to the earth. I think of digging soil. I plant loads of vegetables. I grow vegetables every year. I think of doing that. It makes me feel super connected. So let me know what you feel about brown. Also, brown is chocolate. Do you know what I'm saying? Brown is chocolate. And there we go. My favourite is Franz Marc. Have a look in the Academy. There's a Franz Marc painting. There's the yellow cow that's already in the Academy. And the one that I've got to film, actually I should show you because it's so gorgeous. But I've got to film the Bewitched Meal, which is a project that I did years ago by Franz Marc, and it's such a gorgeous painting. It's a waterfall with little animals drinking out of the waterfall. It's so beautiful. So I'll let you know when that goes up. Maybe I should do that pretty soon, actually. I have a beautiful children's book by Eric Cole, who wrote The Hungry Caterpillar based on his paintings. It's called The Artist Who Painted a Blue Horse. Susan, when I finally get to see you again in person, when we start doing the workouts again, would you let me borrow it for a few days? I would absolutely love to have a look at that. That would be amazing if you could. That would be so good. Yeah, doing good. Nice drawing, by the way. Sorry if I haven't been in some of your streams, but we are back at it again. Well, that's all right. If you're here now, what more could I ask for than you being here now, right? It's okay, I'm brown. Yeah, brown skin tones, like ebony goddesses. Do you know what I mean? That's what I'm talking about. Well, I've been better. Been in the hospital last week. Oh no, are you okay? But once I got back, I painted the best portrait I've ever painted. Well, that is a flipping paintbrush drop right there. How good is that? I mean, sometimes, right, I'm going to say something quite controversial here, but sometimes being ill can be the best thing, because, and I'm not talking about any kind of chronic illnesses or anything like that. I'm just talking about having a cold, getting the flu, something really just, you know, just simple, basic. But often they can be really regenerative, and you can kind of, a lot of the times we tend to catch things when our immune systems are really low and we need a bit of a break. So sometimes they can be really rejuvenating. And I know that's a controversial thing to say, but hey, I'm an artist. I can be a bit controversial sometimes. But I'm so glad. I'd love you to share it with me. Would you send it to me through Twitter or through Facebook or Instagram or something? I'd love to see. Send me it through one of those things if you want to. Chocolate. Definitely. I always run out of brown, black and green quickly because all of the nature stuff I draw and paint, yeah, you need browns to kind of like earth it down, right? To kind of center it in reality. Although in this painting, in Andre Duran's painting, oh, by the way, it's called The Turning Road. Okay, it's called The Turning Road, which you can see there's a turning road there. I lost my train of thought. I got all excited about the painting. I started looking at it. What was I saying? Oh, there's no brown in it. That was it. Do you do that? Do you get your brain goes, you start thinking about something like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, and then you kind of just completely lose what you were saying. But there's no brown in this, I don't think. Some of the reds are quite deep, but there's not really any brown, is there? At all, really. I'm sorry to hear that, Emma. Yeah, get well soon. No, it's okay. So on your live, I've watched a man making a house out of mud and sticks, and so before, do you mean before the live? It was a man making a house out of mud and sticks, and I just had a chocolate cake. Well, this is brown everywhere. That would be amazing, Susan. I would love to see that. I love Franz Marc so much. His painting of the fox, his fox painting, like, is so beautiful. It's so good. And the Bewitched Meal, if you haven't seen that painting, the Bewitched Meal, check it out. And because you're a member of the academy. If you really want me to do that one and put it up as a lesson, I can do that. Just let me know. If it's a painting that really makes you think, oh my god, this is gorgeous, I want to know how to paint it in the most easiest way possible, then I will do it. I'll put it up to the front of the list for the next lot of classes for sure. But thank you. If you do bring that book, that'd be amazing. Chocolate. Could use some chocolate too right now. Not brown, but brownish tones from what I can see on my tiny phone screen. Oh, are you talking about the painting? It has got a little kind of up here, right? There's definitely sort of like a burnt umbery kind of colour up here. There is a little bit, not much, like here and here. I don't know if you can see my cursor going over the top, but I'm kind of directing it over the top of the tops of the trees. I don't know if you can see my cursor. You probably can't, actually. I'm going over there. I love the guys that make waterfalls and stuff in the forest. Are you talking about, Camellia, those guys that like make all those kind of like swimming pools and stuff, and they do it with like sticks? And you're like, did you really just make this? I have doubts that they just made it using sticks. They've got to have spades. There's no way, right? Brown, autumn and chestnuts, totally. What about, I forgot, like a reddish brownish burnt sienna. Yeah, lovely. Yeah. All right, anyway, let's chunk that down. Let's get some painting going. We can obviously like keep chatting to me. I'm only in the bottom corner. I'm not going nowhere. I'm here. I'm going to get some like oranges and yellows happening first of all on this. I might get some of these like kind of like really warm yellows happening. And we'll do just a little bit of painting. We'll get this going on. We'll get this started, right? We'll get it started. Tea is brown. What would we do without tea? I don't know. Bob Ross, he's a good artist. Yeah. Brown makes me feel warm, safe, cozy, happy and content. Doesn't it? It's so true. And do you think that's true with most of the hues of brown? It's interesting. Oh, I love a bit of burnt sienna. Bob Ross is a big inspiration for me. Honestly, because I'm from the UK, we didn't really have Bob Ross. We didn't really know about Bob Ross until we started getting the internet. So I didn't find out about Bob Ross until I was probably in my 20s somewhere. And then I started watching him, and then I looked into him, and he used to be like a sergeant. So he used to have like a very important job in the military. And that's so interesting to me because he's so calm in all his painting videos. I think he just got to the place in life. Now, this is me being presumptuous. I don't know if this is the facts. But it seems to me like he got into the place, obviously, when he left the military, that he just wanted a chill life. And he was like, I'm getting into painting because it makes me feel so relaxed. And that's why his paintings had that, and his videos and his TV show basically had such a calming effect because he wanted to be so calm. That's what I believe. I don't know if it's true. You can let me know if you've researched him. No way, they just built that. Thought he built it from scratch. Camellia, what's happening? What are you trying to say, sweetie? What are you trying to say? Bob said that when he left the military that he would never raise his voice again. Right. Yeah, let me know if you know any more facts, because I only know that he like... Oh no, I didn't mean to delete that. Hold on. I didn't know. I just presumed that he wanted a chill life. That is kind of what I thought. I was just like, right, this guy needs to relax. He wants to relax. He's going to help the whole world. Because don't you find that the things that you want in your life, especially when it comes to teaching, the things that you want is what you teach. And and the things that you love is what you teach. So yeah, my feeling was like that's what he wanted to do. Bob Ross was like, let's help the world to be more chilled. And like, to be honest, you know, that's one of the things I love about, I'm quite energetic with my art, but I still feel that it gives a really amazing sense of relaxation when you really get in the zone and you don't overanalyze things and things like that. If you're just like calm and chill, you will feel better. But obviously it doesn't have to just be like that. Art can be like any emotion. You can feel anything. If you feel really angry, you can create a piece of art and it'd still be amazing. Because you've like expressed yourself. It's just expression, right? So I'm going to block in all these yellows and we're going to get some oranges happening. There's a lot, I haven't really sort of marked out this bit, but there's like sort of yellows and greens happening in this. So I'm just going to like chunk in a load of yellow to start with. I'm a Bob Ross geek. All right, well, tell us more. Yeah, I suppose it was a PBS Kira public television network that didn't make it there. Yeah, it's interesting, a life without Bob Ross. I meant to say that brown is a really good warm colour and I really like it. Oh, I'm so glad, Camellia. A lot of ex-service are doing creative writing and artwork to cope with PTSD. Exactly, right? Exactly. So helpful. It's now proven as well, because most of us in this room, we're creative. We know that art makes you feel better. But scientists had to go ahead and prove it. And I'm glad that they did, because now we can use that evidence and say, hey guys, you want to get into this because this is going to like help you out. This is going to make yourself feel really good eventually. If you've been through some stuff, eventually. If you haven't, pretty quickly, or any of the above, because there's no rules, right? There's no rules. I don't think there's anything else quite as liberating as art with that, really. You know? So I'm just looking around here. Oh, this is pretty much yellow. The reason I'm starting off with yellow is because I can't start off with a lot of other colours in this because they're layered over the top of things. So I'm starting off with yellow first because it looks the most kind of like one where there's sort of like not many obstructions to it. I also want to simplify this down quite a lot, so I'm going to be aware of not overdoing it with too many details. Otherwise it's just going to be too much. I want to keep it nice and simple. I want to get the essence. Get the essence of the painting. You know what I mean? Oh my god. I keep like trying to type in the thing I want to say and I accidentally press the button to send it. Oh, Camellia. Take a breath. It's all good. It's all good. My local mind group is doing special creative group for ex-service right now, which is fabulous. That is amazing. That's so good. You're really an organised artist, not like getting messy with Bob Ross, but he's still good eyes though. Well, Bob Ross uses oils. And, you know, you don't want to start with oils unless you're so... Now listen to this, right? Unless you are so obsessed and you want to start with oils and no one can tell you otherwise and you're like, I have to start my creative journey with oils, then start with oils. But unless you're like have that total drive, I would never recommend starting with oil paint. It doesn't dry for a long time, which means it's hard to store, it's hard to work, it's hard to wash everything clean. It's just difficult. So I wouldn't start with oils. Don't make your life hard. Like I said, unless you're so wanting to do it. Unless you're so wanting to do it, then you got to do it. then don't let anyone stop you. Just go, go, go. That sounds awesome, Susan. So Jan, yeah. Yeah, that's so good. We love that. We love that art can help so many different types of people as well, right? Totally all-inclusive. The thing that I love about art so much as an adult is how much it helps people. You know, that just makes me feel really good. As you guys know, I love to inspire. And I love that art can help so many different kinds of people. I'm not a fan of using oils. No, I can't imagine you using oils actually either, Halo. No way. I think it's just a certain type of person that loves them, and that's brilliant, and go for it. But luckily you can follow Bob Ross tutorials without using oil, even though he is using oil, but you can use other paints, right? More people doing art, right? What's not to like? Exactly. More people doing art. I painted in oils at art college when I was 18. Super messy and smelly. Yes, that's another thing, right? Yeah, the first time I used oils was when I was still at school, actually, when I was doing A-levels, which in the UK is when you're about 17, 18 years old. And I was just like, this is nice, I like it, but I didn't go back to it. I never went back to it, and it's expensive, not to mention expensive, right? Not fans of oil in the chat. I agree, because I'm kind of weird about smells and sticky feelings, so oils requires a lot of turpentine, dealing with a lot of mess. Yeah, you wanna, it really does depend on what kind of person you are, as I said, but usually most people want things to just be, to not get overwhelmed with the mess of everything, and oftentimes that can really put people off when they feel like art is going to be messy, in which case acrylics is the best thing to go with, and loads of my lessons are all about acrylic painting. Because it's thick, like if you look at the paint, it's like thick and it kind of stays where you put it. And to have that kind of control is really great if you're a beginner. I love it because it's thick. I love it because acrylic is so vibrant. I just love acrylic. I can't get enough of it. It's my favourite, really. Oh, I've just seen something I haven't put in there. There's another little branch. Oh, there's another little branch over there. Stick that in. Stick that little branch in there. Where else? I think we've got a bit of yellow happening here. We've got bits happening in here. Let's go up here. Oh, it feels nice just to like chuck a colour down as well. Like after you've done the drawing, which is very specific, just to like start chunking colours in is just so nice. It's like you've got the map, you've made the plan, and now you can start like blocking bits in. Oh, it's really nice. There's like a long bit of yellow over the top, which I can sort out a bit more with the blue, but I'm just gonna swipe it over there. Is it through the gap? Yeah, through the gap and round over there. Exactly. I love them, but I think you need to have a studio to use them. Yeah, pretty much. Or like a designated room in your house, right? Rather than just an area in your house. Although saying that, like mosaics is like super messy and kind of a little bit dangerous as well because of the glass pieces that go everywhere. And I do it here. I do it on my desk here in this room, which has a carpeted floor. It's not ideal. It's better with a lino or a stone floor. But You just got to do what you got to do. If you absolutely love something, you got to do it, right? I didn't like the smell either. It made me feel sick. Yeah. One of my favourite art teachers, Mr. Mosley, love oils. He was so quiet and quirky. Was that your art teacher from school? Or is that someone from online? Let me know. I know, right? Oils are just no use for me. Yeah, absolutely. That turpentine smell and ochre smell from the oil paints. Yeah, I actually like the smell of turpentine, and I actually like the smell of oil paints as well. So that didn't put me off. And actually the texture of it I really like. It's just the fact that it doesn't dry for me, which drives me nuts. Because it's like you need to be totally dedicated to it, and it's like I'm not. I'm one of those people that I love painting, I love drawing, I love mosaics, I love glass painting, I love fabric painting, I love collage. Like, there's so many things that I love. It's just I haven't got no dedication for oil paints. And plus I teach beginners, as you know, and so I'm not interested in that. Susan likes watercolour. Watercolour is so beautiful, isn't it? It's so gentle. That's what I love about watercolour. I prefer acrylic watercolour and digital for painting. Yeah, watercolour's just got such a lovely kind of like chill sort of vibe to it. It's quite good as well if you're a really patient person and you just like things sort of like turning out a certain way and you don't mind how it turns out, if you know what I mean, because you've got that sort of a little element of surprise in watercolour. Do you know what I mean? Depending obviously what techniques you use. But definitely if you do like wet on wet and stuff like that. I think it's become more old school purist artist mediums because they want to be more like the Impressionists. Yeah, from high school. Oh, that's nice. It's really, really lovely to hear that you had a really nice experience with art teachers, because often this is a statistic. That people have bad experiences with their art teachers, and that's why they never do art ever again, which absolutely breaks my heart as an art teacher. That just breaks my heart. Sometimes people still go for it no matter what, and then like if I've had a bad art teacher, I don't care, I'm gonna like still do my thing. But many people, if they have bad teachers, they just kind of give up, which is, yeah, just really, really heartbreaking. It's like, don't give up, especially something you love. Don't ever let anyone, even if they're like a family member or a really close friend or anybody, if anyone's got anything bad to say about what you're doing, tell them to take a hike. Do you know what I mean? If you're loving something and someone's like, no, you shouldn't do that, just be like, I don't know if I think you should take a hike. Like, see you later. Do you know what I mean? Don't let people get in your way. And also, don't let people who you think will sort of negatively affect you come into your personal art space. Because especially when you're a beginner, and actually really all throughout your career, no matter what stage you're at, people can be really mean. And it's like, you don't want their opinions to affect your creativity in any way. Like, just don't let it. Don't let those people near your art, if at all possible, especially in the early stages. Thanks, Camellia. Thanks for the hearts. Yeah, our school had an unfriendly art teacher with an attitude which scared me off. Well, I'm so glad it didn't ultimately scare you off, Sajan. Seriously. Oh, I did. Miss Miller was the worst, but she had a really mean temperament, but was just very intelligent about art. Really mean sometimes. I mean, I don't get why some people go into teaching. Like, I do get that teaching full time and teaching in something that you might not particularly absolutely love and having to deal with the bureaucracy of the school system can be a real pain. I do get that, and I do get that it's stressful. But what I don't get is ever letting any of those stressful thoughts be projected out onto your pupils and your students. Like, that's a no. you don't allow that to happen. You go out of the room, you take some deep breaths, you punch a pillow, whatever you got to do. You don't let your students feel any of that. Come to that music teacher, also horrible, and a snob too. Okay, ran over. Oh. I had an art teacher tell me cartoons and anime are not art. Oh my god. That is off. No way. I said, okay then, let me see you do it. I like that. Telling them. That is just, what? Like, what do people think? You know, what? It's crazy to me. It's crazy to me. It's crazy that people think that their way in whatever they do is the only way. Let me tell you, there is not one way to do anything. And if someone tells you that their way is the only way, you want to be running. You want to be running fast out of that place. Because there is never, ever, ever one way to do something. And the most fun is discovering like your own way. And if I ever say like about how I think something should be done, I'm just there as a guide. You can like do it a different way. I'm just there to like show you one possible way and show you really easy ways. Like, my talent is making things really simplified, something that might be really complicated, and making it really, really easy to digest and really, really easy to understand. That's my skill. But don't ever let anyone tell you that their way is the only way. That is in anything, any walk of life, any subject. We were just kids and she like traumatized a lot of us. Angeli, that's so horrible. Hey Craig, how you doing? Welcome. Happy Wednesday. How are you? Have you been, how's all your art going? Have you managed to do some stuff recently? Because I remember the last time you said, oh, I haven't done any for ages. So I hope you got to do some stuff. Let me know. She was maybe close to retirement age, maybe postmenopausal perhaps. She just seemed very bitter from teaching so long. I mean, and it's just no excuse. It's no excuse to bring your stresses out on the students. No excuse. Sunday Sketches. How you doing, Alicia? Welcome. How are you? Please remind me, tell me if I'm saying your name right, because I've got Alicia in my brain. And if I'm saying it wrong, you need to correct me. Don't just be quiet. That goes with anyone. If I ever say your name wrong, please correct me. Sorry I'm late. I was having lunch. Did you have a nice lunch? That's awful, Halo. You sure showed them. Yeah, exactly. I used to be like that as a kid. I was like, right, I'm going to tell you. But that's a story for another day. So many new types of art. Yeah. Not oils and dark paintings, right? I mean, this is 100 years old, and I'm just bringing it back to attention because I think it's fabulous to inspire you to create something fabulous. And it doesn't have to be colourful. Just create something. Do you know what I mean? Just make something happen. Turn your visions into reality. Right? Turn your visions into reality. Turn what you've got going on in your brain to something that's physical, that you can go, wow. And I tell you what, you often have like these really amazing feelings. Like when I build, if you don't know this about me, I have a series of massive sculptures in a park in London, and they've been there since 2006, and I built them from scratch. They're absolutely massive. I built them from scratch and I put them in the space in this beautiful park by a lake. So gorgeous. They're still there today. They're so beautiful. I'm so proud of them. And when I installed them, I got some friends to help me and we all installed them. And when I installed it and I was having the private view, I remember feeling like this real sense of calm and clarity. Like this is the moment where I know that my vision has become a reality. And you cannot beat that feeling. You cannot beat it. And it makes you want to come back and do more things and more things. Because you're like, oh my God, My vision is there, out there in the world. Like, I didn't even really care if people didn't like it, and they did. But, like, you know, there's your vision out in the world. It's so great. It's so great. What a feeling. You can't beat that feeling. Hello, Grace. How you doing? Happy Wednesday. Welcome, welcome. How have you been? How's your week been? Leona, I can imagine what you were like. Honestly. If I just say I did let the teachers have it, I've got to say I'm very, very similar to what Halo said there. But we'll have that story for another day. I did like this art with like really light colours, peach colours, but the clouds I added were messy. Since I used a white paint marker, it turns out good. Okay. Is this what you've done recently? Or is this that you've done ages ago? Let me know. Yeah, she definitely skated that thin line of disciplinary versus constructive criticism. It was like she was trying to toughen us up for the cruel art critic world. But look, not everyone might go into the art critic world. Like, there's so many different types of art worlds, especially now. Like, you know. And that's too early. Like, how old were you? Do you know what I mean? What was the point of toughening people up before they've even, like, had a chance to express themselves? That doesn't make any sense to me. Do you know what I mean? There's actually, on this bridge here, I don't know if you can see, on the painting, there's like someone with the horse and cart here, which is really cute. Then it sort of goes a bit orangey, which is why I'm wondering if I just paint a bit more yellow there, I'll get that yellow shining through. And then it kind of goes into pink over there. Oh, there's a bit of pink in there. Oh, there's actually quite a bit of pink, isn't there? Primary colours. Oh, love primary colours. I used to have a pair of trainers that were primary colours, and I loved them so much. And like I think it was when I first graduated, and I've never ever been able to get such a cool pair of trainers ever again. They were so good. And you would think now, with all the variations of trainers, that there'd be like more cool options, but I've never seen anything as good as these ones. Or those ones, should I say. Alright, then I'm going to do some painting. I'm kind of still in the zone of painting, so I'm going to do a bit more, and then we'll talk about the colour. We'll get the book out in a bit, and we'll talk about the colour. I think I'm going to do at least another 10 minutes of painting, because I'm kind of like in the zone. I hope her ghost doesn't haunt me for talking bad about her. Oh, is she not alive anymore? Yeah, like recently. Oh, cool. Well, I'm glad you fixed it. Probably 15, 16. I just hope today art teachers are more progressive. I should hope so. I should hope so. Oh, did we have a little flick then? Let's go from here. Let's go back. I should hope so, right? Okay, this bit's yellow down here. Yeah, I'm going to say another like 10 minutes or so with the painting, and then we'll get into the colour. So let me know if you got any brown stories. We're talking wood, we're talking nature, we're talking soil, we're talking warming feelings. I know I'm not painting with brown, but we got to brown in the book, because there's like literally brown, I think, and black. Did we talk about black? I don't know if we talked about black, but that's where we're at. And this bit, it looks like I've given that a bit too much. Hey, Miko's here. Whoop, whoop, whoop. How you going, Miko? Welcome, welcome. Happy Wednesday to you. How you doing, sweet pea? Yes, we're talking about brown. Brown is the colour. I'm going to read from the book here, up in the top left corner, in about 5 minutes. Brown is a colour in my rainbow. Oh, yeah. Honestly, I eliminated, this is really probably my brown story. I eliminated black from my wardrobe for a long time. I'm talking more than 10 years because I felt like black was really heavy, really depressing. And every time I'd wear it, I just feel like this is not for me. And I replaced it with brown, different kinds of browns. Brown is so beautiful. It's so warm and it's so grounding. That's kind of really my brown story. I don't really kind of know what other brown stories I've got. So let me know yours if you've got any. Like I said, apart from chocolate. Apart from that lovely chocolate that I'm not giving up for no one. Oh, this is on. Oh, what's happening there? There's a bit on the side. Oh, yeah. Did I glitch again? Did I glitch just then? Or did my camera glitch then? Someone was telling me actually the other day, often that happens with the connection. So it's not your camera, it's just the connection. I'm not sure, maybe we did black, I can't remember. We're coming to the end of like all the colours, so we're gonna need like another little thing to talk about at the end of each stream. So let me know if there's something you want me to talk about. Let me know if you've got any ideas. Because I like the idea of having like, you know, we have a little chat at the beginning of the stream, then I do some painting and we carry on just chatting in the middle of the stream, and then the last sort of 15-20 minutes we talk about a colour. So it's nice to have like 3 sort of set things to do in a stream like that. So yeah, let me know if there's something in particular you think, oh, that'd be really cool for the stream, that'd be really fun. Anything sort of interactive, anything, if you'd be thinking, oh, that'd be really cool if Leona did that on the stream. Let me know and I shall consider it. I don't know why I had to sing that, but I did. So there you go. Oh, incidentally, since I'm painting with yellow, the next Zoom class is going to be using yellow. So if you want to get immersed in yellow and create a yellow artwork with me, the next one is the beginning of April. You can find out all the details, artistresource.co.uk/adults-art-classes-online. And there'll be all the information there. If you're a member, which Miko is, and Halo is, and Susan is, yeah, I think that's it. I think it's all the members we got in. It's free for you. It's £7 otherwise. So come and make an artwork in yellow with us. Oh yeah. My kid has an excavation station in our house. It's a giant flower pot with soil, sand and rocks. We put stones and dinosaurs into it for her to dig through. Lots of dirt. Oh my god, that is so adorable. That is so lovely. An excavation station. I love that. That is so beautiful. Helps her learn lots of things, right? I can only think of chocolate cake and pecan pie. Honestly, Ashley, I'm with you. Like I said, it's a stretch for me to be thinking about like gardening at this point, where all I'm thinking about is chocolate. My niece, Sailor, has a lovely child-sized picnic table and is a built-in sand and water box. She plays with either sand or water, depends on the season. She loves it. Oh, so cute. Many artists say, don't do this, don't use that. They contrast and make brown. Well, last I checked, brown is a colour too. So I do not buy brown. I mix my colours to make brown. Well, yeah, that's another choice. That's an interesting thing actually, because when I'm teaching, I often say don't buy brown, and like just use primary colours and work from there, especially for beginners. But that's because most of the time I teach acrylic painting, but with watercolour you might want to use brown. So I don't, again, which we were talking about this before you came in the stream actually, Miko, don't let someone stop you from doing something that you really want to do. Like if you're like really drawn to browns and you want to have them all mixed up and ready to go, then do that. The thing is, if you make your own browns, which I do, you practice colour theory, which ultimately leads you to gaining skills that you're going to be able to use in your art in the long term. So it's a really, really beneficial thing to mix and learn how to create different kinds of browns. And you can't get that kind of knowledge unless you do it, unless you practice it. So it's more of a beneficial thing to mix up your own browns than buy it. But if you want to buy them and you just want to get the colour out and do it, then you got to do it. Do you know what I mean? That's why I love you. Exactamundo. Tamiko, you're so funny. Hey, love. You're so funny. Yeah, we were talking about that, saying just don't let, people tell you. If someone is really adamant, right, this is how to know not to listen to someone, right? If someone's really adamant, like really forthright, saying you have to do it this way, just run. Just run real fast. Run to the hills. Or the earth. Run away. Do you know what I mean? Oh, I've just spotted another yellow. I washed my brush and then I've spotted another bit of yellow. Hold on, I've got to get all these yellows in. I'm going to leave the person. Like I said, I'm leaving the people, really. Is there any other yellow? There's like a little bit there. What about around here? There's sort of a bit around there. This bit there. Oh, there's kind of a bit there, actually, which I haven't done. Anything else? I was thinking about doing some oranges on the stream, but I'm going to go and do I'm going to get the book out now, I think. So there we go. Didn't really do that much today on the painting wise, but I haven't actually been doing that much painting, really, that much on the stream, have I? We've been doing definitely like more sort of chit chat. Sisters in colour choice. I agree. Run, child, run. Run away. You know? Run away, run away, run away. Alright, so that's about all I'm going to do on the painting side today. We're going to get the book out. We're going to talk about brown. Let me know your brown stories. Hopefully you've been thinking about this all the time. Angeli's just bathing in chocolate cake at this point. Oh, by the way, do you like my new flowers? I got some new flowers. How pretty are they? They're artificial, but I really love them. So nice. Alright, so Oh, incidentally, primary colours make brown, and this painting is all about the primary colours. I mean, there's so much primary colour action, primary and secondary colours. Right? We've got a link. We've got a tie-in. Yes, we have. OMG. Lilies, yeah. That makes sense. I wonder what our school counsellors would have said in the 80s, 90s if we complained that our teachers weren't very nice to us and maybe transfer us, I tell us, or to tough it out. Well, look, I don't want to get into it right now because there's time for another stream, but let me just say, because of my actions at school, we end up getting a teacher. We got a teacher to leave because they were so bad. But I'll tell you that story another time. I don't fancy getting into it. Oh, cool. All right. Let's do it. We got the book. Little book of colour. Little book of colour. Little book of colour. Oh, 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 whoa. All right. So, everybody in the nation, in the world, who's watching this stream, that's not actually the world, 10 people. The psychology of brown, everybody. The psychology of brown. We've already said it's warming, makes you feel comforted, makes you feel grounded. Let's see what this lady says. Brown is positive psychological traits of brown. Brown is the colour of earth and wood and is essentially a dark orange. We feel reassured and safe with brown. It is solid, dependable and grounded. It is serious like black, but in a softer way. Brown can be supportive, whereas black can come across as oppressive and unapproachable. Brown is also cozy and warm. Think of wooden floors and logs in the fireplace. Of course, logs in the fireplace. Brownies, please. Right? Excellent work, Leona. I got a director died at my last job. You're gonna have to confirm what you mean by that. I don't quite know what you mean, Sajan. What's this book called again? It's The Little Book of Colour by Karen Heller. We've pretty much reached all the colours. Next week we'll talk about black's the only one we got left. And then, like I was saying, I want to think of a different way to end the stream. So if you guys have got any ideas on what you'd like me to look at or talk about at the end of the streams, please let me know. Because there are other things she talks about in this book, but I don't want it to be all about this book. And I don't necessarily recommend this book unless you just want to have a little fun read. If you want proper books about colour, colour theory, there's better books. Actually, I tell you what, I will get out, because I can't remember the author of one of the books that I've got on colour theory. But I will get it out next week and show you that if you want a proper book on colour theory, which I recommend, right? This is a good coffee table book, just a chit-chatty book, right? It's called The Little Book of Colour, How to Use the Psychology of Colour to Transform Your Life by Karen Heller. It talks about clothing, it talks about walls, colour of walls and stuff like that. If there were 1,200 people here, they would be spamming the chat. This is true. This is great. This is why I'm really happy with all you guys coming in, because we have a great time. It feels really personal. I'm happy for more people to come in, but I don't want there to be too many people that I can't chat with you, because then it'd just be a bit mad. It's okay, you're global, from across the pond and back. I'm so global. Oops, sorry, I got a boss fired with help of the other staff. Wow. Okay. Thank you for clearing that up. I was like, oh my god, what do you mean? Oh my god, brownies. Please, you're making me jealous with your brownies. Yeah, management and bosses can be like megalomaniacs. So cheers to standing up to the man. I've got some standing up to the man stories for you as well. But that's going to have to be another time. We'll have to make it a theme or something. I'd love a proper book on colour theory. I'll get it out next time. Try and remind me if you can. Send me a message or something. Hey, my kid just painted along with you. Did she? Oh my god, did she really? Oh, that's so nice. Yay! Like it with a small group, it's cozy, yeah. Oh, Esther, how you doing? Welcome, welcome. Happy Wednesday. How are you? Quick hi. Don't usually get to catch you on a Wednesday. How are you, sweet pea? Lovely to see you. We're talking about brown. I'm reading from the book about brown. We got warm, we got cozy, we got fireplace, we got supportive, we got serious, we've got reassurance, we got solid, dependable, and grounded. Yay for baby Halo. Is it Kara or Kira? Because I always forget. Is it Kara or Kira? Either way, hey sweetie. She painted a tree and some sky all by herself. Oh my god. She's going to be so influenced by you guys. Oh my god, all the creativity that's around her all the time. Like, I mean, she's basically living in heaven, your child. Let's just say that right now. You know what I mean? First time. Oh, it's so lovely. Did you hear my accent in that last sentence? No. I don't know what your accent is. I can't remember. When's the last time I heard you talking? It's been a while since I've heard you speaking, Tamiko. I'm trying to think the last time I saw you on a stream or something. It's quite a while ago, so I can't really remember your accent. You're gonna have to voice message me or something. Yay! That's amazing. She's taken up after her mum. Kara. Is it Kara? No way! What do you call... Actually, guys, can you tell me what you call that noise? When you go... What is that noise? Like, it's like a cannon thing, isn't it? But, like, what do you call it? Because I'd keep doing it. And I don't know what you kind of call that sound. It's my accent across... Oh, you tried to do my accent. Oh, did you now? You're trying to do my accent on my stream. I'm joking. I don't mind. Like, Halo does my accent a lot, and I think it's funny. And then she's like, I'm really sorry. And I'm like, why are you saying sorry? I think it's funny. I think it's great. We should take the mickey out of each other. It's fun, right? In a nice, playful way. Saying that, I'm not going to do an American accent. Or any kind of American accent. We've been painting with her for years, but this is the first time she's painted a recognisable picture by herself. I feel honoured. I hope everyone in this stream feels honoured at that, because that's a moment. Like an air horn. Yeah, it's an air horn, right? I've got it from watching so much Trixie Mattel. That's where I've got it from. We call her Care Bear. Kara. So did you say Kara? Care Bear. Do you remember the Care Bears? Which was your favourite Care Bear? My favourite Care Bear was the Sunshine Bear, obviously. I mean, hello. What was your favourite Care Bear? I actually quite like the sleepy one as well, the blue one. If that does help, Halo, that does help. If it's Kara, yeah, yay! Well done, Kara! Woo! Boo, 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 boo. Air horns for you! Boo, 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 boo. If you had like a lot of money and billions of them, what would you do? Billions of what? Billions of what? What would I do? If I had a lot of money, I would start an art foundation. I would like do loads and loads of like art funding programs to help artists. I would build a massive studio on a huge piece of land, build a massive sculpture park, have loads of people build it, do like loads of art programs, have people coming from all over the world, international things as well as local things. I would do it all for the arts. Colour Choice is Making Sense of Colour Theory by Stephen Quiller was recommended to me in art class early today. Amazing. Thank you for that. I've got a book, but it's in the other room and I don't want to run out of the other room and get it. But it's a really, really good book on colour theory. I just can't remember the exact title. A lot of people like to do text and accents. We love it. I'm not going to do it though. It's kind of like an air horn. Thank you, Angeli. I'm still looking for it. Esther sort of said it's an air horn. I'm still looking for other people's opinions. Yeah, it's kind of like an air horn. Esther, that's the closest description of that sound, but sped up. Yeah. Sunshine and Grumpy. Yeah, they're two polar opposites. Why not? One was Grumpy Bear because he's a diva. But what colour was Grumpy Bear? Because I just remember Sleepy Bear. I don't really remember the Grumpy one. Was there a Grumpy one? Isn't that like the Seven Dwarfs? I don't remember there being a Grumpy Bear. But I am 41 years old. Also, Good Luck Bear. Good Luck Bear was green, right? Like the 4-leaf clover. You are the Sunshine Bear. Of money. Billions of money. Did that answer your question, Camellia? Did I answer your question about what I would do with all the money? I agree. Grumpy and Sleepy Woman. What colour was Grumpy? What colour was Grumpy? I need to know. This is essential information here. It's definitely an air horn. All right, that's 3 people now. It's an air horn. I'm happy. There's 4 people with Miko. It's an air horn. Payne's Grey. What about Payne's Grey? Do we need to talk about Payne's Grey? I have actually, in my other book, I've got a whole chapter about Payne's Grey and the history of Payne's Grey. If you want to know about it. We could do that one week. Grumpy's Cloudy Blue. Okay. I can't stop looking at the beautiful artworks. Camellia, do you like them? This is the one I just finished. This is the one that I did about this time last year. A bit later. I think it was more like June last year, this one. Thank you, sweetie. Thank you, Camellia. I'm happy to make you laugh. I do say you guaranteed giggles every week, right? Guaranteed giggles. He's got a rain cloud on his chest. Okay, so he's like cloudy blue, got a rain cloud on his chest. Okay. Esther Google's Grumpy Bear. The blue one came up with the cloud on his tummy. We are sorted. You did. Okay. Grumpy's Payne's Grey. Okay. So we got a sort of sky bluey, dusky grey. Camellia thinks it's an air horn. All right, we're sorted now. And now all we need to get is the air horn emoji. And life is perfect. Life's never perfect. He was blue too, like darker blue. Sleepy Bear was like a baby blue. I mean, the Grumpy Bear is a storm cloud blue. Okay. What is Payne's Grey? Payne's Grey is actually kind of like a mid grey. And it's like one of the like classic greys that you use to make tones with. So tints is when you add white, tones is when you add grey, and shades is when you add black. So Payne's Grey is kind of like the classic grey to add to create tones. Yeah, Sleepy was powder baby blue. All right. Whoa. Okay, good. I thought so. I'm glad we've caught this all up. I'm glad we've sorted this situation out, guys. Seriously, I'm glad we've sorted this out. Doing some workshop homework now. Bye all. Bye, Sajan. Lovely to have you. Take it easy. Hope to see you next week. Air horns. There they are. There they are. grey blue, like the same as Payne's grey. Look, I can't read about two colours on a stream. I can't read about Payne's grey as well as brown, because it's going to make it confusing. But I will, if you want me to read about Payne's grey another time, we'll do it, right? Thanks for joining, Sir Jan. Alright, so let's just carry on reading about brown. So we've got the adverse psychological traits of brown, so the traits that aren't so great, right? Brown can seem dull, lifeless and boring. It can be stubborn and unbending. It can lack humour and sophistication and bring up feelings of heaviness. The same strong grounding tree can also be viewed as unyielding and unaccommodating. I reckon that's if you go really dark brown. But I can see that. I can see that. I mean, I'm just all up for the good browns. All browns are good browns. Like, when it means the adverse psychological traits, it usually means if you get too much of it. So if you like immerse yourself in something for too long, like too long, like you kind of like overdose on a colour, which is kind of pretty impossible to do, really. It's brown time. It's brown time. This is brown time. How can brown be lifeless? It's Mama Earth, right? Where all the growth comes from. How can it be lifeless and dull? I do not know. The many tones of brown. There are warm golden browns, beiges and tans, and richer, darker browns like chocolate, coffee, chestnut, and cool browns like taupes, wenge, and ash browns. If you don't know what wenge is, that's this really super dark colour here. That is like dark diddy dark. Almost grey. So she is right saying about the tones. Because there's another thing when people use the word tone and they say, oh, it's a tone of this colour. Tone means that you add grey to it. So people use that word too flippantly. But hey, what can you do? I've always felt that brown is full of life. Full of potential. The potential to become something amazing is in brown. I do love a nice choco brown sweater in the fall. Right? You know what I mean? Okay, so we're nearly at the end of brown. So we've got brown in action is this next little segment here. Hotels and traditional clubs can make good use of brown. The salon in the Hotel de Vigny, probably saying that wrong, in Paris, for example, uses brown to convey a feeling of old world charm and understated refinement. This is accentuated through the use of natural materials like wood and leather. Here you can know you can be comfortable and relaxed. You certainly won't be rushed in and out. You might find yourself spending longer here than you intended, easily settling in and making yourself at home. Okay, well that was an advert for that hotel. But I do know what she means, because when you go to certain hotels, not that I've been to any hotels very recently, obviously, but when you go to hotels, it's really nice when you get that kind of old world charm. So it feels like kind of, you guys get this kind of like in your sort of log cabin-y type, what do you call that in America, where you have your sort of log cabin type old traditional sort of furnishings. I don't know what that's quite called. I feel like the word's on the tip of my tongue, but I know that sort of feeling. Brown is coffee. It's vintage, right? Yeah, my art teacher always says to add some tone in the colours. Yeah. Holy crap, I finished painting the blue slug. Can't wait to see it, sweetie. Halo from Show Enough Studio started off a painting of this beautiful blue slug in my blue masterclass, which was the other week on Zoom. It was gorgeous. If you want to come to one of my masterclasses, the next one's coming up in April. If you join the members If you join the online academy as a member, if you become a member, you get it for free. I cannot wait to see it, Halo. I cannot wait. Tag me in it. Chocolate goodness. Oh, we've talked about chocolate. We've mentioned chocolate a lot tonight. Or today. Today for you guys, tonight for me. I buy a lot of brown and tan baskets to use around the house. Makes me feel cozy and close to nature. Brownies are brown too, and chocolate and cheese, except for the leaves. Yeah. Sponsored content. Cottagecore. I don't think that's the technical term. Fancy brown leather. Yeah. It's got a name for it, but I'm not sure what that name is. No, it's not coming to me. I'm under the lights. There's a projector going. My brain cannot think of such things right now. There's other words for it, but cottagecore is a more current word. Really? Cabin. Yeah, like a log cabin. Really? Cottagecore. We do not use that term in the UK. I've never... That sounds like hardcore, which is like a musical genre. I know it's like decor. I get it. But cottagecore... And see, our cottages in the UK are very... If you think of an old sort of cottage, you tend to sort of think of frilly, like flowery patterns and stuff like that, sort of 80s. Isn't that fascinating? I do find that fascinating, the difference between UK and US. You're talking about official home designer terms. Yeah, I kind of was, but I don't know. Just use cottagecore. Yeah, just make your life easy. I mean, I'm talking about making everyone's life easy with creativity. Make my own life easy. Don't worry about the technical term. All right, we've got one more thing to chat about with brown. That is the world colour symbolism of brown. We've got the West and we've got Japan for you. So in the West, brown is the colour of earth and represents wholesomeness, fertility and nature. Boom. Paintbrush drop. Paintbrush drop. I'm getting tired now. In Japan, brown can denote strength and durability. Strength and durability for the win. If you want to get strong and you want to get durable, you want to go and paint some brown in Japan. Rustic 100%. That's not what I was thinking of, because I was thinking of maybe, yeah, in offices. Actually, thinking about like offices where they have those kind of like leather sofas, brown or dark red interiors, everything's heavy, wood, big desks, tiny lamps, old sort of library kind of feel. Do you know what I mean? Like if you think about the film Clue, which is one of my all-time favourite films, The Study. Think of The Study in the film Clue. That kind of... Do you know what I mean? Or if you've played Cluedo before, think of The Study like that old classic. That's brown is in that kind of thing. And then you got log cabins as well, right? There's different type of brown. Log cabins, have you ever stayed in a log cabin before? Like super fun. Hot tubs. Awesomeness. Do you know what I mean? My daughter says we do use that term here. Well, I stand corrected. Thank you very much, Susan's daughter, for correcting me. I've never heard of it. And I've studied art and design for a million years. I mean, we use cottagecore now. I'm sure there's an actual home decor term, but heck if I remember, right? Rustic. In your cottage, baking cakes with your flowers. Oh, I do make cakes in my cottage with flowers. So nice. We can have very different interpretations of what cottage feels like, so I'm not sure if you mean rustic or like frilly bed and breakfast. Clue, oh my god, the best movie ever. Rich leather goods, yeah. Yeah. So that's what I think. If you think of the film Clue or the board game Cluedo, I'm thinking of The Study. That's what I'm thinking. Old, is it like old English? Kind of like pubs. Pubs are very brown, lots of chunky wood, flocked wallpaper, Artex ceilings. Anyway, that's all I got for you today, guys. That's all I've got. That's all the brain power I got there. Victorian, maybe. Yeah, definitely. My art and personal style are usually cottagecore, vaporwave, which I know what that is now, and or dark asthenia. I don't know what that is. What is that? What's asthenia? But vaporwave is, I love a bit of vaporwave. I've discovered that I actually do sort of personify vaporwave, even though I've never used that term before. I'm totally a chill wave person. Anyway, great stream today. Thank you so much. It was so lovely to have you all. Thank you so much. Academia. I'm with you now. I'm with you. We're there. Yes. Oh, yes. Definitely. We're there. We've got it. We've reached the pinnacle of this stream. We're all on the same page. Okay, well, bye everyone. See you next Wednesday. Have a wonderful day. Have a wonderful day, everybody. Thank you so much for joining. It was lovely to see you. Lovely to have you. Please consider joining the Academy if you haven't already. We have so much fun. New content every month. 4 new classes added every month. 75 classes in there now. OMG, it's all happening. Oh, yes. Take care. It's okay, maybe we need to do some more interior design research. Yeah, I'm going to get my interior design books out now and have a flick through and work out what that actual term is. Have a lovely rest of your week. Stay safe, stay well, and most important of all, stay creative. Number one. No, stay safe and well is more important than stay creative. But in order to stay safe and well, you got to stay creative, right? Your health is the only thing that's more important than creativity, right? And for your mental health, creativity is essential. All right, that's what I'm saying. That's how I'm ending the stream today. So goodbye everybody. Lovely to see you, lovely to have you. Please feel free to share the stream. We always welcome new people to come and interact with us. So share the stream with someone you think that might enjoy it. Get them to come next Wednesday and join in the fun. And I'll see you all guys soon. Lots of love. See you next Wednesday. Thanks, Leona. We got it, but we just don't know the exact words for it. Yeah, exactly. And that's fine because we can visualize it. And visualizing it is more powerful than getting the word because we're there in the vision. We can see it. We can feel it. We're there. We're there in the vision. Thanks for joining, everybody. See you next Wednesday. Bye. Bye.